Yeah, there we go. Oh, jeez. So I said a whole lot of words just now. And the mic was not turned on. I should have looked. Made sure the mic was turned on. But anyway, party people in the place to be, live from 58 Dreams, Super Dreams, and with games. It's episode 10 of Chrono Cross. Starting a little later than normal, and I can't go very late, but... Okay, now we're all caught up. But I'm hopeful that today, just a little bit of time will be enough to get this thing back on track. Because, if you recall, or if you don't recall, I'll catch you up. Last week, I made no forward progress in like several hours of gameplay. I made some lateral progress, explored some things. I mean, check it out. You can see right here in the party. We found Skelly. We found... we finished assembling Skelly and then went to his grandma's and picked him up. And I found Starkey? Starkey! The cute little alien man, little proto-Olimar there. The wackiest side character yet. And he recruited him into the party. And I found some cool side stuff, and I talked to some NPCs, and I did all that. But what I did not do was anything that advanced the story, because I couldn't figure out what to do. So, first step was I went back. I've gone back and I've watched the tape. I've watched the recording of myself the last time I did make forward progress to make sure I hadn't missed an obvious breadcrumb or any explicit direction. And what I at least concluded, or confirmed, was that I'm supposed to be here in the Serge drowned timeline. But that's it. I don't know anything else. But last time I was searching both timelines, so at least it's narrower there. And then I just gave it some thought. I thought about the JRPGs I've played in my life. I thought about, what has tripped me up. Oh, hey, Skelly was doing something fun there. Let me just want to watch him. Or was I just imagining that he was doing something fun? Maybe I was. So, oh yeah. It was literally just his walking that I was seeing. Don't know why I thought that would happen when I wasn't moving. Anyways, so I thought about when I've been stuck in JRPGs before, and I realized, I can remember getting lost forever in a maze, in a Mode 7 enabled maze in Breath of Fire 1. The gimmick there was it's a big, big maze, and at certain nexus points, the whole thing rotates using the Mode 7 effects. And I saved in the middle of that dungeon and could never, ever find my way out. I stopped playing that game. And, I've gotten stuck at a really hard boss here and there. There's a few games, I won't name them, but there are a few games that I played right to the end, and then the final boss was a difficulty spike. No answer from this pod, it's just a pot. Wait, hold on. Are we sure it's just a pot? It's just a pot. Do I have a pot mover? So, I thought about it, and I realized, well, I have had those experiences. That one being lost forever in a maze, and a few, oh wow, this boss was an absurd difficulty spike, I don't feel like putting in the grinding. Most of the time that I've been stuck in a JRPG, in a story-driven JRPG at least, has been because it gave me directions on what I'm supposed to do, and I couldn't figure out the right spot to stand while mashing the contextual action button. And here, in this very game, I've had instances, because this is particularly a problematic case in games that use 3D models on pre-rendered backgrounds. I've had a few instances already in Chrono Cross where, I was on a little ledge and I was like, is there a way to jump down? And I hit the button a bunch of times. I was like, I guess not. I'll go back this way. I'm just on a little cliff. There's nowhere to go. I'll go back and okay. This time mashing the button worked. What I'm saying is that I bet I'm just stuck because I went to the place where I'm supposed to go probably at some point and pressed that contextual action button almost in the right place, but not quite. So then one last little bit of thinking here, which is that I figured if I only have access to the main island of El Nido here in the Serge Drowned timeline, probably my next step. You felt a beam of light from Lasery the cat. Not... What? Why does it say not and then the thing's eyes flash? At any rate, I've been here. I've determined that this, no answer. It seems to be just a straw doll. I thought, first time I was here, will the life sparkle bring this to life? It won't. Serge and his minions. So, yeah, I figure if I'm on the main island, and only the main island, probably it's one of the two settlements. So we're just gonna, starting with Arnie because it's small. I bet the answer is actually in Termina. And I'm just gonna go through, and I'm not, you can't see it, but I'm just, the A pressing is endless and relentless here. Even doing it while I run. Very frustrating. This is one of the, oh man, this is Quest for Glory, which I'm playing on the weekends right now. I would try typing Steel Boat right here. Maybe we could get on track. Nah. So, yeah, I guess we'll see. I'll look around everywhere. I know I can't go in here, just where everyone's taking refuge. Which is nice in the sense that it means there's fewer NPCs to talk to here and think, could this person somehow fix my problem? In the interest of thoroughness, I'm starting with Arnie Village, but my belief in my heart is that the answer will actually be found in Termina. And my main reason for thinking that, besides the deductions I've just spelled out that led me to thinking it's in one of the settlements on the continent here, my further belief here. Okay. Well, there's a new use of the context button. But why does that matter? I don't think that's... Whatever it means, I don't think pulling the curtains has anything to do with advancing the plot. Yeah, I think it's going to be Termina because, if you recall, when I came back here to El Nido, when we finished things up with Miguel and learned about, the lost, bad future that's trying to reassert itself. And I came back here, the Fossil Valley was turned back into a mandatory area, and nothing really happened there. But I had to go through it once before it once again became a thing on the world map I can just walk across. So my thought is that, hey, wait, can I rob? Yes. I can just rob this lady while she's hiding out. I don't know that that was the right thing to do, but it's done. So it's the rainbow shell, and it's not like an equipable, but is it? It's material, right? Base material for forging equipment. It's only one of them. It's probably important. Or I don't know. Maybe there's more of them somewhere. I've only got one right now. It's quite possibly very important. It sounds fancy. I'll have to talk to the smith, the smith's wife, when we get back to Termina. So yeah, based on that gating, where there was once again the necessity to traverse the Fossil Valley, I'm thinking the next step is on the opposite side of that, and then just... I think it... Oh, right. Found that last time. This dog with a lisp. I figure that we'll find what we're looking for in Termina. But I guess we'll find out soon enough. Because I've now context mashed the hell out of Arnie and found very little new except the ability to close the blinds in that one home. Which did not in any obvious way advance the plot. So I'm gonna try not to overthink the blinds thing right now. Okay. We're in Termina, and already, as soon as I look here, I think there's that weird thing in the bar, right? Where now the barmaid lets me go back, and she says, like, go in on the left, or from the left, on the left, from the left. She says something, and I press the context button a bunch to see if there was, like, some hidden door, And then I thought, maybe that's just a weirdly translated way for her to tell me, oh, I'm very tired. $100? 100G? I'm Sir Lynx. Shouldn't you just cower in fear? Nah, we'll pay her. Listen to the pleasant go to bed. I don't know why. I haven't done any fights or anything. Yeah, the barmaid. And I came to the conclusion after mashing the button and not producing anything that it was a weirdly translated way for her to say, here, you can go behind the bar by going through here. But it's probably that I didn't mash the button in the right place, right? Let's delay gratification a moment. Or potential further frustration. Whatever it is, we're going to delay it for a moment. I also was able to produce, like, Lisa has been, you know, she's stuck in my head a bit because for a merchant, I mean, she's got a thoroughly developed model and a portrait and a name, and I triggered a little scene where I went in here and she was like, oh, my father's not here. Will that happen again if I come in? Oh, no, her father's here. Well, this is something. Now I'll have to postpone mushroom gathering until those Poirier guys stop snooping around. Okay. Well, that wasn't earth-shattering. No, I got a feeling. I don't know why, but I got it. Like, why in storyline. But I'm thinking I'm going to go in the bar and very thoroughly mash the button behind the bar and feel very silly. Which you always do when you get stuck in a JRPG like this. Because it never turns out to have been some elaborate thing that you had to piece together. From, like, mild contextual clues and the things that NPCs say or something. It's always just, go here and talk to this person to trigger a scene that advances the plot to the next step. But let's stop at the smithy. Because I know she was talking about, like, special materials. Was it the rainbow shell that was the special material? Welcome! This here's the official blacksmith of the Akasha Dragoons. We carry only the best goods. Come and take a look. That, if it's not willing to give me some dialect markers in the writing, I can't do it. I just can't get anything to come out. Oh, forge. Can you forge me a rainbow swallow? No. They have nothing that requires the rainbow shell. But is the rainbow shell the... Do you know about this? There's an amazing material called rainbow that can be smithed into very fine items. When we were young, we went out to search for it ourselves, but never found it. We stopped searching when Karsh was born. Children are far more valuable than any treasure, you know. But that man hasn't been shut down yet. Who knows when he might yell out that he's going back on his search. So yeah, this rainbow... Go figure. It was for sale in the fishing village. I guess you had to know a secret word for the merchant, or you had to just rob her when she wasn't there. Hey, pal. I do not care. See, now we're talking. I do not care who tells me. I'm not going to stop working. Whoa! Is that not a rainbow shell? When I was a lad, I travelled with my wife searching for one, but... So it really exists. I would love to get my hands on it, but... From what I can tell, this thing can't be worked by me alone. Now, if we had another skilled blacksmith like yours truly, that'd be a different story. Rather unlikely story, though. Oh, but... What if I know a guy... I know a blacksmith who's a lot like you. Can we get the band back together? The band of this guy and his self from a parallel timeline? We're not going to delay gratification that much. So we'll investigate that, but not yet. Let's go back to the bar and... I mean, I do hope this is the answer, but I know that I hope to find the answer, and I hope this is the answer, but I also know that whenever and whatever the answer is when I find it, I'm going to be like, oh, god damn it. Let's find out. Here, go in from the left side. Yeah, because going from the left side, you see how that could easily mean we're going in from the left side of the bar. Okay. First, I'll check here. In case that is what she means, and she was saying, the secret is... But I don't think. I think she's saying... It's gonna be just this wall, isn't it? Why didn't that work? I know! I'm almost positive that I tried to do that before. Okay, never mind. There is boredom animation. There are boredom animations. I guess it was like a watched pod thing. Before I was like, hey, Skelly's doing something fun. I'll stand still for a moment and see if I can see it again. Alright, here we are. That's it. Okay, well, hey, back on track. It's been a while, Lynx. Or is it Serge? After we fought you guys, we also entered Fort Trigonia. And how'd that go? General! You're... He disappeared. Damn! This is bad. General, are you alright? Don't just stand there! Help the general! I cannot believe this would happen to the general. Like, I can't believe it. What in Dragoon's name happened here? So, like, what are all these shiny shards? Not now! We have to stop the bleeding. Marcy, you pick up those broken pieces. Drinking way too much espresso lately. I got a mocha pot, and it's just... Why am I drinking my, like, 4th espresso of the day in the early evening? And yet, that's what I'm doing. We brought the general to Hermit's hideaway and prayed for his recovery. He was able to escape death, but he still needs rest. However, we can't leave the manor for too long. So we came back here, leaving Marcy behind to take care of him. Only to find... The Pore military had taken control of Termina. Damn it! What a shame! We knew what was going on. The general talks in his sleep. Lynx is behind this, correct? That bastard. He's not gonna get away with this. We got some fault in all this, so we gotta do something about it. But first, we gotta rescue Lady Riddell. She's being held captive at the manor, which the Pore military has converted into their headquarters. Hey, with your uniform, you can enter undetected, right? Let's join forces for the time being. It's not too late to go after him. One of us will remain here to collect info. The other will enter the manor. Let us meet afterwards. Oh yeah. The shards on the ground must have been pieces of the dragon tier. We've gathered as many as possible, but we don't have any use for them. You can have them. The tier of hate? Ooh. Ooh. Who do I want to join? I gotta think a moment. Who do I want to join? Oh, heck. Let's go with not the leader. Let's go with the guy who speaks in all caps. Zoa, sign up, pal. Zoa joined your party! Hell yeah, he did. We're gonna call this guy Zoa. I'm tempted to change name for the first time just to spell his name in all caps. Yes. What? No. Back to the change name menu, please. There. I like it. Here we go. Alright, Skelly. It was great getting you on the team. It was a real quest. Real good way to keep busy in spare time. But we gotta give Zoa a test ride, and I'm not ready to say goodbye to Starkey yet. Welcome aboard, Zoa! Now, have I foreclosed this option? We're counting on you! For now, at least, yes. Okay. So what is Zoa? What's his story? I mean, besides being, chiseled. Used gloves to fight. He's got mithril mail already equipped. Nothing wrong with that. Let's just hook him up. I don't know if... Might be time to go back to the blacksmith in Pore. I mean, in Termina. We're in Termina still. So that's not that much of a journey. Get some more gear made. Thinking through... Hold on. Unless I had... Oh, never mind. Should have scrolled down. Mithril helmet. For our boy here. I'm going to guess his magic is fairly low, but his strength is much higher. That looks to be true. Resistance belt. No, that's not quite what I'm looking for. I was looking for something that would boost his... Okay, let's... Yeah. Feel like a big guy, This is not game thinking so much, but big guy, the stamina is important. Because he's putting in more work to move those muscles. I guess the mithril mail he's wearing is just like a mithril weight belt. Not sure exactly why that's providing anything in the way of defense. An elbow pad provides significantly more defense than a knee pad. That's interesting. I guess the elbow is more fragile than the knee. Maybe? Okay. And I've been, ever since I started really expanding the party and rotating people in, the appeal of filling these out by hand has been reduced. So let's just go ahead and fill the blanks for Zoa only. Okay. And he's a yellow innate. So let's take a look. Is he well equipped with yellows? No. No, he's not. And I think the main issue here... What is the main issue here? The main issue here, yeah, it's just a lack of yellows to give him. So perhaps I need to hit the element shop. Go talk to Lisa. Alright. I will be careful. Thank you for your concern. Okay. Hey, Lisa? Alright. What high quality yellows do you have? Electro Bolt, sure. Let's grab a couple extra. We're obviously loaded with upheaval. I mean, that's all we can really do. But I'll get those in there. I'm not really picturing... I don't think that Zoa is going to be, given that he has magic 12 to the magic 21 of the other party members right now. I don't think he's going to be mainly our element guy. But to the extent that he is an element guy, I feel like he's more of a elements that hit you, say with a bolt of electricity, than he is a, modification magic guy. And these annulling foes' physical attacks, I think that makes a lot of sense for Zoa anyway. I don't think genius makes sense. Not only because the speaking in all caps at all times makes him seem kind of dumb, and also he's a big meathead who doesn't wear a shirt, even though he's a battlefield warrior. But also just because he seems like a guy who's not a genius in general, and wouldn't prioritize the development of genius. Okay, so we have a direction now. Oh, but something's gonna happen first. Then bring this boy Serge to me as soon as you find him. Yes, sir. Why, Sir Lynx! This is not our Norris. Sir Lynx, where have you been all this time? We heard that you headed to Fort Trigonia with the General. Exactly what happened back there? There have been many strange occurrences since then. Perhaps you know of a boy named Serge? The man behind you is Acacia Dragoon Deva Zoa! Sir Lynx, weren't you in the middle of taking him into custody, sir? Commander Norris, there's an urgent message from Command. What is it? Sir, it is a level 2 security message. Go ahead, take no heed. This man is one of us. Besides the fact that I am not. But fair enough for being tricked there. I've got the Acacia Dragoon Deva Zoa with me, as you just pointed out, and also this little weird guy, and also we're standing in a town plaza. This is not good infosec, Norris. Yes, sir. Grobich has just arrived at the Manor, sir. Huh. He is quite ahead of schedule. Understood. I will return ASAP. Yes, sir. Sir Lynx, forgive me, but I must return to the Manor at once. Please come to the Manor a little later. We will discuss this in more detail there. This seems like a hole in the real Lynx's plan. He hasn't taken any step to get his own Confederates to not treat me as though I were him while I'm in his body. That's a big loose end. Okay, we have an advancement goal now, but we also have a stretch goal. We're trying to get both of the blacksmiths together. So let's go check it out. And I've got the Tear of Hate, which I guess I should take to... I can't remember which of the two timelines has the altar that I want to use it on. So I'll check this one while I'm here. Alright. We got stuff to do, and frankly, like if suddenly there was some emergency I had to stop right now, this 30 minutes of play would have been vital and decisive in my progress here. So it's a successful day of Chrono Cross, no matter what happens from here on out. Of all the many things that Serge drowning or not drowning when he was 7 impact, the Poirier military's ability to take over Terminus is not one of them. Oh, I don't need to go to the bar or the shop. Although, does Lisa A have different... Probably not. Different products? Might as well try. Welcome. We're low on stock right now, but please look around. Go figure. She has the same basic elements. So was this the one where her father... Is it not that her father arrived home, but just that... Yeah, I think that's probably it. Something happened to him in this dimension. Maybe there's something to be done about that as a side quest. But right now, after checking out this blacksmith thing, I would like to get back to the main quest. At least for a little bit. This is as quiet as a Chrono Cross stream has been since I started, which I think makes sense. So randomly changing the schedule is definitely going to be disruptive to the people who normally participate in the chat. But if you're there, if anyone's there, you want to say something, sound off the chat, go for it. I'd love to hear from you. Folks. Zuh! I did not believe my eyes. You live? Is my son Karsh alive too? He is alive. That laddie did not ken how much I've worried about him. He's probably embarrassed to show his face round here, the bloody... I wonder who he takes after. I'm guessing you're not from around here? Do you ken a thing called Rainbow? It's a superior material that can be forged into anything. I'm thinking of searching for some. Would you mind if I joined, Jai? I mean, you don't need to join me for a search, but yes, I would like you to come. Ah, great! Then I'll give you a wee token. Use this any time, and I'll find you and do my job wherever you happen to be. I'll give my word. Okay. And Zappa joined the party. We're gonna call this one Zappa. And alright, Starkey didn't get any more frontline time in. This game is a big cast, huh? Because I'm cut off from a significant number of the characters I've had. And I still have 12 members of the party. Like Final Fantasy VI, eat your heart out. Dear, just be careful out there. Oh, we'll watch out for him, don't you worry. Oh, I didn't get anything forged. Well, that's alright. We're going back to the... We're going back to the black... We're going to Kappa B anyways. So we'll hook our boy up. Okay. So... Well, let me just yeah, once again we gotta. There's another guy whose main thing is the physical and not the magical. He's a little stronger than Zoa. It's an unbalanced strength though, right? His hammer arm is probably much stronger than he can beat Zoa in arm wrestling with his hammer arm, but not if they go to their off arms. Okay. Now, Kung Fu shoes aren't the right thing for Zappa. You don't want him to forget to put his like work boots back on and then, drop a hammer or a hot sword on his Kung Fu shoes. That's not gonna go well. Why not? Dragoons on a for our boy. Yeah, blacksmiths also need lots of stamina. Once again, not really thinking about the gameplay impacts here, because I don't think I'm going into, like endgame sequences with Zappa and Zoa as my backup. Huh, that makes sense. Flame charm. The fire, the sparks. The essential part of being the blacksmith. Puts me in mind of the wonderful speech by the blacksmith in Berserk, whose name I'm blanking on, but about how, he loves to see the sparks, the little bit of life that he can create with his hammer. The energy of the world, whatever. Boy, am I ever cautiously optimistic for the fact that Miura Kintaro's best friend is going to... and the only person who he described the plot of Berserk, his plan for Berserk 2, is going to try to bring the ship into dock in conjunction with Miura-san's team of artist assistants. Because It's one of my favorite stories, and I would like to see it end. You know, it won't be what it can't possibly be what you'd hope, because what you'd hope is for Miro-san not to have died. But before we go back, I gotta check the Dragon Shrine thing. It's certainly preferable to the story just never coming to a conclusion. So I'm really hopeful. All right, the Divine Dragon Falls, yeah. Really, really hopeful that this turns out good. We'll see. I still have one or two tankobons of Berserk that I own and are still shrink wrapped, because I was like, at first I was like, oh, yo, Stubinsky, hail! At first I was thinking, you know, I want to build up a backlog and, you know, give Miro-san more time to publish more. Maybe there'll be even more tankobons waiting for me, so there was a little run there in the mid-30s of the volumes where just like it kept seeming like, okay, they're going to get to the island in the next one. And so I wanted to build up a backlog, and then, of course, he passed away. And then it was like, well, now I just don't want to read these last two and lose it forever. How are you today, Stimpinski? What? Okay. I was like, am I now in a different place? But I had just somehow forgotten that this is an outdoor area prior to going in that cave. Okay. So, yeah. So I'm hopeful. Oh, nice. That's excellent. You know, there are many things about the internet and that, you know, have been not great for society. But just that the ability to, have a video chat like it's the future with anyone anywhere in the world. It's great because, you know, I assume it's not like you can just pick a weekend and shoot up to Norway for a visit. Actually, what do I know? Like, you know, maybe the high-speed rail situation in Europe is amenable to something like that. But this is not you know, I don't see my nephews as much as I want to, and they live across the bridge in the other part, like what used to be our sister city, or the other city that is now just part of our big municipality. Anyway, I'm doing great, Stupinsky, because first of all, the return to school has been going well. Had a great day yesterday meeting new students and teaching my first class and all that good stuff. I'll be the judge of what's notable, thank you. Then, better still, it didn't take very long for me to find the thing that I was missing about mashing where I was supposed to mash said context button. And I'm back on track. Although right now I'm not doing plot stuff, because I also got on track for some secret stuff. I've got this tier of hate. Seems that you cannot do it yet. Do I still have the tier of hate? Yes. So probably either this will be a plot thing, or it's just I also need the tier of love. Or the tier of, I don't know. Maybe they're all bad tiers. The tier of hate and the tier of simmering resentment. Yeah, very glad to have this back on track. Not just because it's frustrating to be stuck, but because I would like to wrap this up by the end of September. I'll miss the game. I'm not necessarily eager for the story and my time at the game to end, but I'm certainly eager to reduce the number of weekly streams I'm trying to do. But I'm not putting this on hiatus, so I gotta just do my thing. Okay, can we go in the front door now? Yes. Sir Lynx, please go on through. In one sense, it's frustrating that they wouldn't do that for me when I was wandering aimlessly prior to triggering the necessary plot event. But if they had done it for me before, even though it would have made more sense, they should always be like, Sir Lynx. If they had done it for me before, it would have convinced me that the answer was here in Viper Manor somehow. Sir Lynx, please go on through. Don't mind if I do. Alright, we're back in Viper Manor. Being stubborn, eh? I'm going to ask you one more time. What happened at Fort Dragonia? Where is General Viper? And where is the Frozen Flame? I do not know. And even if I did, I would never tell you. Damn this goody two-shoes. Listen up, Missy. Do you know what kind of predicament you're in? Please, sir, this woman has done nothing wrong. She is a prisoner of the Pore military. This is a legitimate interrogation. I do not believe that, sir. There has to be a better way to go about this. Just give it a little more time and... We don't have time, Norris. I have no time to be listening to your idealistic theories. Now, Missy, let's have you go down to the basement. No, please, wait. Norris, I've had enough of you for today. I want you to stay out of this. Take her away. Yes, sir. Oh, geez, I forgot to close the loop on the blacksmith subquest. Well, put a pin in that. Hey, who's this weirdo in the corner? You disappoint me. Remain on standby in the parlor. I can't hear you. Please, wait. Think of what you are doing. Is it really something you can live with? He won't talk to you. He has no interests other than fighting. This cannot be. Is he the one from the lab? That's right. This is the killing machine, Grobich. Grobich looks very silly for a killing machine. Grobich only takes orders from those who are stronger. Ha! Another soldier who won't listen. Dismissed. Call in the cook. The hell one, of course. Yes, sir. The hell cook. Ooh. Ominous footsteps echoing. Probably straight is the ultimate way to go here. But poking in the corners of this game is fun. And even more fun when you're not doing it, you know, as an aside from... Oh, hey, can we get this treasure now? A Dragoon Gauntlet. Very cool. What does a Dragoon Gauntlet do? It only improves attack power, but it improves it significantly enough that it improves upon Dragoon's honors contribution. I don't think that's what I want for Lynx, though. I think it makes a lot of sense to give it to... Oh, you know what? Let's go plot sense. You don't need those elbow pads, buddy. Swap those out for some gauntlets. Or at least a single gauntlet. Perhaps we're supposed to be picturing Zoa doing the Michael Jackson thing here. Okay. Hello. Commander Norris had another disagreement with his superiors and has been sent to the parlor on the other side. Thank you for that intelligence. We'll go to the other side in a moment. kitty cat. Aw. Nice and firm. A bit smelly. Launder the sheets before you sleep in them. Won't open. There must be a way. Only I can open that. Right. I remember Zoa being here and stopping me from doing that. Well, geez, we can solve this puzzle. Received Zoa's Toss and Spike. Well, that sounds like a fun move. I assume that's automatically allocated into his array. Well, let's take a look. No. Well, geez. In that case. Sorry, negate physical +1. It's weird. None of the text says Zoa only in the description, but the fact that it has the ability signal and it was clearly described as Zoa's move makes me think he's probably the only one who can equip it. Okay. Across the hall. Oh. Also, for a moment there, I thought I saw a fairy. But it was actually Zoa's head reflected in the very well polished floors. The poor army took over Viper Manor. And they're just letting the sheets get all musty and gross. But they're keeping up with the polishing of the floors. Ah. Okay, I hope Norris is in this one. Not that he's locked himself into Sook in the other one. Yeah, here we go. How you feeling, big guy? So, Lynx, please excuse these squalid conditions. Again, if you just laundered the sheets, this is otherwise a pretty immaculate room. Sir, this has been bothering me since we met up in Termina. You seem different from what I last remember. You just seem different. This man's not Lynx. What? He may look like Lynx on the outside, but his spirit is that of Serge. Is it true, Sir Lynx? What has happened? Zoa cutting right to the chase. I'm glad I picked Zoa. I see. So the Serge commanding the insurgent troops is the real Lynx. Everything is starting to make sense. We were wrong all along. We never should have joined forces with Lynx. Yep. We never should have joined forces with the sinister Catman. And what brings you here? General Viper's daughter should be here. I see. Then you are here to rescue her. Understood. I would like to help. Riddell should be in the basement prison. Please, take this. Zoa received the prison key. There is a sewer system below the prison. You should be able to break into the prison by making your way through the sewers. Use the hatch downstairs. The sewers are full of monsters. Please be alert. I have heard of one particularly frightful monster. I will be in the first floor main hall. Please meet me there once you rescue Riddell. I would lend you my pistol, but it would be very confusing. I don't know if he probably isn't actually thinking that, but it would be. If we had two Norrises on the team. Hey, Orchard, it's that time again. What you talking about? You know, this. Cha! What? Hell Orcha. Okay, so that's why they needed the Hell Chef. Cha 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 cha. Your guest is waiting in the basement. Acha! well. That doesn't bode well for, you know, Brudel. Yikes. Go down? Yeah, in a sec. Can we go in these rooms? Is there anything in them? I mean, obviously there'll be things in them. Huh? Worth touching that. Okay, yeah, here we are. It's just the barracks. Enjoying the barracks, buddy? Commander Norris is a little too soft. I wish he'd just crack down on those El Nido hicks. My orders are to investigate the sewer system. Oh yeah, how do you feel about that? You can access the sewer system through a hatch in the hallway, but the current's too fast to actually set foot down there. There's a valve that shuts off the water curtain, but the bridge leading to it is broken. Well, here's one nice thing. I did all of this prior to actually tripping the story trigger that would open this dungeon to actually let me advance. So we've got a feel for the lay of the land down there already. I tried to wake him up, but he won't budge. Ah, well, he's useless anyway. Alright. Tap that autosave pyramid one last time. And we carry on. Is there any chance? Seems unlikely. Oh ho! Okay. Finding the right entrance to the sewer, and obviously it's not the one in the hallway because the thing the guy said, is essential. Whoa! Did you see that? The cook Orcha just transformed into Hell's Cook. Probably has another dirty job to take care of. Does Korcha have the ability to transform into Hell Korcha? Lucio used to work up in a lab up in Pore. She lost her brother in a freak accident during his experiments. She wanted to get away from it all, so she made her way down to El Nido. Yeah, we've all been there. Commander Norris disguised himself as a dishwasher to conduct espionage. Oh yeah. What the hell's taking so long? Where's my food? That's the problem with the El Nido people. They're too lazy. Yeah, the chef is busy torturing someone with cleavers. At any rate, he's got things to do that don't involve you. Okay, let's go down via Hell Orcha or regular Orcha's grate here. See where we wind up. This was not the route that I took when I searched this whole thing out. Okay. Yeah, the current is re-established. Oh, man. And I completely botched. I didn't manage to get it anywhere. Okay. Water's flow is too fast. We should be able to stop it somewhere. Yeah, no shit, Zappa. We've been here. We've done this. Don't need your advice. Do not drop the barrel. It will clog the water system. But. Excellent. Glad to hear that. And yes, it is wonderful. You, like I always, ever since I started doing the streaming thing, I look forward to every weekend, regardless of whether my week is busy or anything, because I get to do my weekend streams. But now that school's back, now I can look forward to the weekend in the purest way. Where it actually means I'm on a weekend break from work. Alright. We got the barrels underway. I don't remember the exact sequence that took me to eventually unlocking things, but it seems quite possible it was just this. And this is Splittermond is your one with the Beastmaster with the large spider, right? Aha. There we go. Well, tighten it. Boom. Current's under control. Nice. My Spelljammer campaign, I mean, not my Spelljammer campaign, my buddy's Spelljammer campaign, that all I have to do is show up and make jokes in character and then say who I'm attacking, is starting sometime soon. So I'm getting excited for that. Had a little role-playing break, or pen and paper role-playing break, since I wrapped up the little D&D adventure I'd been doing with my pals. Had a little break from it, and now I get to go back with... So, okay, we spawned new types of enemies here. Evade percentage temporarily decreased. I can live with that. Alright, Zappa. This is your first big moment. I think he's probably going to get a kill on his turn. A little stabby there. I don't know. Okay, good. As long as it doesn't interrupt his combo. Because I think we can get this thing done. Tell me more about this refactoring. I will confess, I didn't immediately understand what you were talking about, but I'm intrigued. Good work, Zoa. Getting some punches in. Oh, I forgot to hook up Zappa's elements. I did the background research and then all the work to create a new assignment for my students today. So they'll be excited for more work. I felt good about that. It's going to be a gimmick where it's a simple information seeking and memo writing assignment related to interpreting guidelines for ongoing professional development by engineers, which is a thing they're asking me to measure as an accreditation thing. And I was thinking how does it make sense to be doing this in first year? And so the gimmick I came up with is the assignment is you're an intern or you're doing your co-op for this engineering firm, and your supervisor sends you this email right before he goes on vacation. And the email is like, hey kid, look, I gotta get my my declaration of compliance with professional development requirements submitted next week. And Blanche used to do it for me. Now she's retired. I imagined a whole universe here. And then in classic, bad boss form, in addition to, why is the co-op student being asked to put this together for you? This is your professional development. Then he, in a blob email, he's just going to say, so here's all the stuff I think I've done. And the student's job is to go find the policy, compare what he said to the policy, and then in a memo just break down okay, you have this many professional development hours in category 1, and this many in 2, and this many in 3. I don't know. I think if you got to do an activity to evaluate that students understand these professional development requirements that they're not going to have to think about for 5-6 more years, I thought that tests out some of the actual skills that we're learning in the class, in addition to bringing up the... Ooh, is the bone axe better than the great hammer? No! It's substantially worse. Okay. Let's hook our boy up, though. Let's get Zappa all kitted out. Ah, yes. Okay, now I understand. I think if I drunk this espresso faster, now it's probably cold. If I was a little more awake, I think I would have understood the first time. But yeah, that does sound like a pain. Had no level 1s to give him, but... Okay. Ooh, what's 99? Oh. Okay. Neat. Alright. This is not bad. Zappa is also not going to be, you know, our main magic guy. So I'm not gonna overthink this. And now we take the... Oh wait, no, there's treasure chests in the sewer water. Yeah, we'll go back down. Denaturite! Alright, we can make one rock weapon for somebody. There was another chest somewhere, I think. Yes. Yes? Is it right over there by the barrels? Maybe I'm wrong. But Denaturite, if we can find more, we want to. Excuse me. No, there's nothing here. Yeah, it doesn't even rise to the level of code. I mean, there's coding in it, but I use these macro-enabled Excel workbooks for to facilitate my TAs and markers grading assignments. And so I know the pain of when you, like, some tweak forces, like, just shifts everything, and now you, like, Excel can't auto-update these formulas because of the change you made, so now you gotta go all the way back and dig through manually and look for every place where a little switch needs to be made to update it. Definitely tedious work. But your report about it started with the word finished today. So that's good. I'm glad you have that in the rear view. I've been saying this to everyone who asks. Oh wow. Was that what effect would that bug have been having? A bunch of spearfishers. Spearfishing in the sewers. Kind of gross. Pokey, pokey, pokey. Alright. Well, I hope these guys like feral cats, because they're about to meet some. Ooh. Custom ability of this guy. Yeah, that's not very impressive. Nice try. Oh. Okay, never mind. Kind of impressive. Oh! Good catch then. That's great. I gather it was... the mix-up was resulting in something cycling too fast and blinking a lot. Oh, could you please with this stuff? Haha. Yikes. This is, yeah, I've been repeating this to everyone who's asked since yesterday. And, like, everybody asked me at this time. Oh, here we go. Alright. Zappa, his first showing off of a big move. Of one of his custom moves. I'm going to pause and enjoy this and then finish my thought. Boom! Nice. Alright, so I'm thinking that took down the... No, it didn't even take down the first one. But I bet this will. He gets one last glory moment. Before Zoa finishes him off. Yeah, people ask me, you know, like, how do you feel being back to school? Are you excited and whatever? And I am excited. But more than anything, I feel calm and prepared, which is a totally foreign feeling to me at the start of the academic year. I'm always excited, but I'm also usually both excited and like, okay, I can put this off for this. As long as I give them this much information, I don't need to make a decision about this until this time. And this time around, all my schedules are made. I know what my plans are. I think they're all feasible. I had one new assignment that I had to create for my first years, and it has been created. It all feels great. Ah, if that was an all enemies move, I'd be doing it right now. It's his other signature all enemies. No, it's his Dragon Rider. Dragon Rider looks so cool, though. Let's just do it because it looks cool. I gotta be mindful of time so that I don't want to be far from a save point when I hit the point where it's like, oh geez, I gotta wrap up. I think we're gonna be okay. I guess time will tell. Maybe I'm gonna get beat to death here. Is Zappa's hammer blow. Now it's a single enemy. Well, at any rate, we should do it even just to get some more red back in the thing. I'll do the Spearfisher D. The one who's like flagging, I don't want to waste a signature move on. Boom! Would have been nice to get the kill, though. Please don't strategically use these ice tongs on Zappa. Thank goodness, I guess. Oh my goodness. Lynx is in trouble. And yet. These hit points are pretty nice. Okay. We gotta send this dude to hell. Done. Yikes. Okay, Lynx is back in the game. Zappa, what can you do? Oh, jeez. You can do anti... Oh, only to a single enemy. Never mind. That's not a big enough deal. This isn't going to do much. But it'll do something. Oh, sort of. Okay, everyone's back in the game, though. We can get this fight done. I'm not going to be wiped out by this random battle. Due to poor luck about Ice Tong targeting. Not a very strong hit. Oh, because he's been turned blue. Arrgh. Ah, well, now he's frozen again. Or not. Okay. Okay. I have never even thought of... Those bars that are just above the stamina readout, do those just also represent the stamina? Yeah. Okay, they do. I've been relying exclusively on the number the entire time. So, yeah, I mean, we'll find out how my plans survive contact with reality. But so far, feeling pretty good. Had a funny moment at our orientation yesterday. My colleague, who normally teaches the design course, is on sabbatical. So another colleague is filling in, teaching the course for the first time. He's another young guy. I think he's older than me, but that might be just the kind of thing where, like, you look at people and you're like, well, you're a serious grown-up. Even now when I'm 37. You know, I'm just like, yeah, I think you got to be older than me. You've got your shit together. But he's real fired up to be teaching the course and like nervous as hell. And the design project that they do in the design course also runs through my course, so like it's a collaboration. I handle the communication aspects, if you can believe that. And so normally in orientation, our design teacher gives his presentation because it's done during his class time, and normally his presentation is just like a first day of class, except like the dean and the associate dean are there and everybody speaks a little, but then he's going over the class, and when he gets to the design project he goes like, and now James will get up and tell you about the design project. So that's when I get up and I do my spiel about how, you know, engineering isn't like design and like all this work doesn't happen and doesn't work without communication, and you know, and this project will give you like a sample of how to work in a team to not only come up with a creative solution that relies on the technical skills you have and implement that solution, but also to communicate about it in a professional way and so on. But my colleague was so fired up, and also didn't come in with the plan to do the kind of read the syllabus first lecture. He came in and like gave a really amped up speech about how much he loves engineering and how excited he is, and he started talking about the design project. And he was, we're going to do this, we're going to conceive it, we're going to prototype it. And he's so fired up, and I was thinking, okay. Like, because I'm scrambling my brain to be like, okay, how do my words fit in here? I can't do my normal shtick. But where he was going, I was like, okay. He'll leave off, and then I just have to get up and say like, and after you've done all that, you got to communicate about it. And then I can tie it back to what I normally say. But then my colleague, so fired up, he just kept going, and started talking about the importance of communication. He stole all my lines, and also at this point, they're coming up to me and they're like, "Can you make your part a lot shorter than normal? Because there's only 2 minutes left for this part of the orientation." So I got up and was like, "Hey kids, communication is important, like he just said. I promise." I promise that I say these things normally. When we have our class and I start telling you about how communication is important, I wasn't just stealing, my buddy's words here. They're my words too. It was funny. Yeah, I'm excited to work with my buddy, but it was like, I'm sitting there like, this is the only day of the entire year where I have to do a work thing that I have to be like on and presenting something before noon. Because like normally my classes are all in the evening. I've got an afternoon class now, but this is the and so like I never sleep well when I have to be somewhere important in the morning, because this time I didn't have the stress dreams about missing it, which was great. But I did have just the usual sort of like I woke up a lot. Like I woke up at 4, so my brain was like, "Don't oversleep." And then I checked the time. I was like, okay, come on, we can go back to sleep. I woke up at 5. I was like, no, we can go back to sleep. And I woke up at 6, and I was like, if we get back to sleep quick, we can go back to sleep. But as soon as you thought that, gotta get to sleep fast. You can't get back to sleep. So I was sleepy and rushed in, and then it was like, oh no, I need to think up a new spiel on the spot. And my brain hasn't cleared out. My brain is not fully functioning yet, despite the 2 shots of espresso I had this morning. And yeah, he really threw me a curveball there. And also, my whole gimmick as a faculty member is supposed to be being the young, energetic, relatable one. And I think my colleague is older than me, like I said, but he doesn't have a mustache. And he's a young-looking guy, so... And he was, like, he was fired up to a level I was not going to try to match, so it was just like... Jeez. I gotta rethink my whole personality to figure out how I'm... Who am I to these kids now that I cannot possibly be the young, excitable one? It'll be an adventure. But no, it was good. It was good. And then I went and I had to do all these, they had me do tutorials for the course management software. So I had to... And we get to the computer lab, and it turned out, for whatever reason, the main computer lab computer is just not hooked up to the display screens. So I had to do the software tutorials without a demo. Just walking back and forth in the computer lab and shouting, "Do this, and you should see!" And then I'd do that X number of times in a row. And then I had to go teach my afternoon class. And then I came home and me and Greg did the stream last night. So when I woke up today and I still had a voice, I was like, well, that's a good sign for the term. If I did, literally hours of shouting on a bad sleep and probably not enough water, and I certainly did not do a vocal warm-up before I went in for that early orientation session. If I can survive that, yes, this could be a good term. A magic seal. Okay, what's a magic seal? Is it an accessory? It probably is. Magic seal. What does it do? Improves magic. Okay, go figure. Probably won't use that right now. What is this? Probably just an enemy? No? Just a thing. Can't interact with it. I don't know what this could possibly... Huh. Hey, Officer! What's up? Doing a strange alternate schedule later on the Wednesday. Chrono Cross, but the important part... I knew I didn't have much time. Like, I have less than an hour before I gotta stop. Probably, like, less than 45 minutes. But the important part is I found the place to press the context button. And it was indeed just... Hey, you had tried to press the context button here before, and you didn't press it at the precise right orientation. So I got it right this time, and we're off to the races. We're back on the plot. We're in Viper Manor again. All right, have a good rest, Stimpinski. See you soon, pal. And how are you, Waffle Syrup? How was your Tuesday yesterday? Man, I hate these ice dudes. But I love when the monsters use turn color on someone who's already innately that color. Oh, wait. But there is still a bad thing, because it also makes your regular attacks have that elemental valence, and these guys are blues. So they're actually protected now. That sucks. Big hit there, though. Check out, the blacksmith has joined the party, and Zoa! And I had the option, I could have recruited either Karsh or Zoa. And I went against my gut. My gut would always say, like, take the one who seems more like a main character, and not the comedy sidekick. But I was like, let's take the comedy sidekick. That's awesome! I'm really glad to hear that. Yeah, my day was awesome. And, like, my classes seem cool, I guess, but, like, they're my classes. I better believe that. Oh, man. This third year class, I mean, it's gonna suck. Be a pretty bad sign. I have, yeah, not only do I have Zappa, but when I remember finally, did I meet the... Yes, I did! Only, like, in a limited fashion, because you would know this because of the circumstances, but on orientation day, I get a... You just missed my lengthy recount of how hilariously it went. But normally, the regular design instructor is, he's doing like his read the syllabus day class, except that he slotted in spots for like the dean and the associate dean and the, retention coordinator and everybody, all of us, to get up and do a little spiel. there's usually, when he gets to the design project, he's like, and now James is going to tell you about the design project and how that interacts with the communications course. But the regular design instructor's on sabbatical, and the guy who's teaching it was so like, first of all, he wasn't doing read the syllabus day at all, but he also got so fired up doing an inspirational speech about how exciting it is to be an engineer and about how excited he is for the course and to meet the students, that he started talking about the design project, and he went all the way through it, including being like, and then you're gonna communicate about it with presentations, and he did the whole why communication is important thing, and I was like, what what do I do now? So and also he went over time. So they were like, James, can you just talk for like a minute? So I didn't get to introduce myself to the students to the fullest extent that I normally do. But then I was doing some Brightspace tutorials in the computer lab, and there, I got to meet them in smaller groups. Didn't really... yeah. He was all fired up. And so... I'm not, like, no hard feelings. I'm very excited to work with him, and I'm very excited that he's so excited. But, yeah. So in the smaller groups, like, it's not like I got any time to talk to anyone one-on-one, but at least I got to get across, like, hey, here's my gimmick of what I'm going to do to engage you as the teacher. And also, a lot of them wanted to shake my hand and introduce themselves, which is great. Except, like, I will eventually learn their names, but I can't learn their names by shaking hands with like 10 of them in a row and having them tell me their name while they're wearing a half face mask. Nonetheless, it was a great first day. Taught my first afternoon version of my third year class, so that felt great. And then... tighten the valve, and that does... that. Yep. It's all coming together. This sewer that I was wandering around in aimlessly, once you trigger the next story step, it populates with new monsters and new treasures and the same puzzles that were already there that I have to solve. So now I'm working on getting through here. I need to get to a save point in the medium future, because I gotta wrap this up in like the next 30 minutes. Some trick to opening it. Of course there is. Pardon me. Is it up here? If only I'd actually... oh, no. There it is, of course. Okay. Excuse me. Alright. Got past him. No fight there. It's not much of a trick to opening it. You have to turn the activation valve that's right next to it. I don't know that I call that a trick at all. It's just the default function of that valve. Okay. Oh man. Love to not fight this dude. Yeah, the blacksmith joined me in the course of mashing the context button on everything in First Arnie Village and then Termina, where it turned out that what I was supposed to do, when the barmaid was saying, you can go in from the left. And I was like, does that mean there's a secret door? And I didn't find one. And then I was like, okay, is she just saying I can go into the bar? Like, behind the bar? And there's nothing behind the bar? No, she did mean there's a secret door to my left. I don't know how I missed it. Anyway, but before I went to Termina to mash the button, I went to Arnie to mash the button because it's smaller. So I thought if there's something there, I'll find it quicker. And I found the rare material that the blacksmith's wife was telling me that he's hunting for. And then I went to Zappa here in the Serge Drown timeline, and he was like, oh, I cannot believe you found it, and all that. But then he was like, this would take 2 blacksmiths exactly as strong and skilled as me to work. I was like, oh. So I went back to talk to the other Zappa, and he was packing up shop to leave, and he was like, "Hey, you want me to join you?" So now I forgot to bring them together before I came here to Viper Manor to advance the story, but I think we're gonna get some kind of legendary weapon when I bring the two Zappas together. No, wait. Yeah, this is it. But wait, was there a new treasure chest? Did I just see a treasure chest back here? Yes, I did. I hope that... Also, one of the treasure chests here, once they repopulated by me advancing the story... Ah, no. This is one of the elements that these dudes use. Yeah, lots is going on. I'm back on the path. And opening up new side paths. So, that's all very exciting. And also, one of the repopulated treasure chests had that Denadron or Denadadron or... Oh dear. Alright, we have the climax of today's episode. A boss fight. With just a large bug that... There's something gross going on with this bug's back. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Rochester. Haha. I guess. It's a pun on the city of Rochester in New York. Or it's a portmanteau of Roach and Chester. Neither of those is particularly funny. Ooh, yeah, I hate this. I hate it. Oh my goodness. That was a devastating attack on... Oh, because it's blue. Well, we have a way of working with that. I doubt that anti-blue is going to work on this guy. So let's just start... Start getting some red in the field. When we get back to Zappa, he can do some big thing. Unless he's killed. Which we earnestly hope he won't be. Alright. Just letting it build. Bug Kamikaze. Jeez. Yikes. Okay. For all my interest in seeding the field with white, I could really use heal all here, couldn't I? Yes. Well, we'll have a red in the field when Zappa's turn comes around. Hey, British! How are you this evening? Or middle of night, early morning hours, as the case may be. Alright. What's the coolest thing I can do? Well, it's not much. But let's do it. You know what? I should try. I don't think... This is never the kind of thing that works on a boss. But if it did, it would be very, very effective. I'm glad to hear that, because, yeah, it's certainly bedtime where you are. But I'm glad you stopped by. I got back on track here in Chrono Cross. Hopefully I'll be playing earlier next week. I had a late meeting today, but otherwise my Wednesdays can wrap up fairly early. Both because of no obligation, but also I don't feel bad heading home a little early in the afternoon, given that I work till 8 in the evening, Tuesdays and Thursdays. So we'll get back on track. Okay. Yeah, let's put more red. Not because I think Zoa's going to do a whole lot of damage with this. But again, setting Zappa up. I didn't see whether that... Probably it didn't work. But I didn't see if it worked or not. Oh, nice! Excellent. I remember having several weeks off in a row back in July and the first week of August. And then not again. Actually, you know what? I'll get a week off at Christmas. And then more vacation next year, which would be great too. Nah, it's nice to be back. I'm enjoying the first week back so far with the students and everything. Okay. I'll do his low effect hammer blow first. And if we get back with triple red, I mean, this thing hasn't done another blue. Did I actually manage to seal its blue elements? Because if so, it's going to go good for the team. Nope. Not, yeah, in storyline, like main quest storyline, resulted with me meeting Karsh and Zoa, and them, you know, realizing, oh, we never should have allied with Lynx, and yeah, it definitely did. But thank you for confirming that, officer. Yeah. So, and then it was like, they were like, one of us will come with you. So I got to pick between Karsh and Zoa, and I went again. Normally, my instinct would be take the guy who's the main guy, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna take the comedy sidekick, and so that's been fun having him with me. And Zappa joined us from a side quest. This is the Zappa from Serge Live timeline. And if I bring him, I found the rare element, the rainbow shell, or the rainbow whatever, and if I bring the two Zappas together, which I'm going to do once I'm back to free roaming, I assume they're going to make some kind of legendary weapon, like a rainbow swallow for Surge Links or something. At any rate, oh, this thing is on the ropes, isn't it? Okay, as long as this thing doesn't come out and kill Zappa, we might be just about to seal this off. Oh, okay. As always, the death animations, and I think they're great. I think it's awesome to have bespoke death animations for the big battles. But every single time, because I'm used to, you know, a single standard boss death animation in a Squaresoft JRPG, every single time I'm like, oh no, a second form. Alright, growth level. Boom, boom, boom. Healed up with a Cure Plus. Well, we're not to full, but we're doing good. Found a new elbow pad. +3 defense for whoever that ends up on. And now, oh yeah, these 3 ladders up into prison cells. Fargo! What the hell am I doing here? I miss the smell of the sea. Arr! I was gonna say, where's the, what happened to the path up? Something down below. Is anybody there? Aye. Hold on a bit. Heave ho! Shiver me timbers, Lynx! Just calm down. Do you really think Lynx would be here? He's right before me eyes, ain't he? This isn't Lynx. He's Serge on the inside. You're pulling my leg. It is strange that he'd be here. But I'm honored that you would come save me. I owe you one. We're not here to rescue you. We're here to rescue General Viper's daughter. Oh, is that so? Well, he ended up saving me anyway. Let me help. Do you ken where General Viper's daughter is? Aye. Young lass was taken to the cell next door. Well, how do we get out of here? Through the grate that we just came up. Oh, we're going to let him go at the front door. Here's the key to the prison. Oh, great. I'm going to go free the others and make me escape. Good luck to ya. Okay. Well, that worked out. How did I end up in here? It's a mystery. It's a secret to everyone, pal. Okay. Okay. I got a few minutes here. And a touch to save. So if I get in and I'm like, we're never gonna finish this, I gotta just quit. I won't lose a lot of progress. This man is our secret weapon. Hell's cook. You are the cook, aren't you? What have you done to him? We had him eat some quadfid seeds. No, that's almost certainly supposed to be pronounced in some Welsh way or Gaelic way. Found in Hydra marshes. They have the power to release one's dark side. After that... Okay, so Korcha doesn't also have this power. After that, we just ring a special bell, and next thing you know, we have Hell's Cook, Orcha. How horrible. But why Orcha? We needed him to steal the dragon tear from Guldove. Oh, good, the second dragon tear. Of course, his true self has no idea what he's done. Now prepare yourself. Who knows what this crazy man will do? No! You are Sir Lynx, but why are you here? Actually, this man isn't Lynx. What? I think I really nailed that line reading there. It's too hard to explain. We're just here to take Riddell back. Don't ya go interfering with my cooking. Actually, you'll make a fine ingredient for my soup. Let's get cooking! Well, I either win this boss fight and then we save and wrap it up, or I lose this boss fight and then we wrap it up. The true climax of today's episode. So here we go. An innate red. Well, that's a shame. But Zappa will rely on his physical prowess. I don't think I ever got around to putting better armor on Zappa. Jeez. I didn't onboard Zappa very well. I also took him through fights without decking out his elements. It's not out of a lack of affection for the character. Ba-na-na-na-na. I can't do it yet because I don't even want to spoil myself on music. So like I'm not looking up Chrono Cross playlist on YouTube or something. But boy, that's one thing that won't be sad at all about finishing this game is when I finally like, all right, I can listen to Chrono Cross. I can just put on a Chrono Cross mix all day, every single day. Until I get sick of it. Which will take a long time. Alright. Zoa. Ooh, okay. That hit Zoa pretty hard. Zoa's got fully charged elements. So let's have Zoa do some damage. Come on. There we go. And then, can Zoa heal himself? If he can't, then we're just doing we're gonna do a move and we'll have someone else heal him. Yeah, it doesn't look like we lost. Oh! Yeah. Absolutely British. You know, you just gotta... You never know. I kind of... There were obvious hints that I forgot about that I was going to have to fight this boss here. But, yeah, you never know. Especially because for every boss where, yeah, I did watch Orcha turn into Hell Orcha and go downstairs, and they said he had stuff to do, and it was obviously with Rudell. For every time that a JRPG gives you all that stuff, you know, there's that fight I had with the Johnny-esque cyborg Robocar guy. You know, you're just walking along, and here's a really tough boss who's going to fight you because for the gameplay pacing, we feel it's time for another boss fight. Yeah, Zoa, heal yourself. Oh, actually, no. We need Lynx or someone to do a heal all. It must be done. So, let's do Electro Bolt +1 to get some more yellow in the field. Maybe I can get back to Zoa with 2 lighting in the field, and then it'll be Zappa Unchained. We'll see. I don't know, because obviously with Lynx, the heal all that I have is green. Oh. But actually, priority now is to just not have Zoa die. If I have a capsule equipped, I can do that with a capsule. And I just saw it. Beautiful. It's all coming together. Well, I mean, it would have been even better if that had healed him more. But, do we also have capsules? Bienvenido! My cousin! Welcome! Yeah, where was this rug when we came in to the room, British? It's Hell's rug. Not a new camera. But what I suspect is making this look better is the fact that it's nighttime, so the lighting is not thrown off by that window behind me. I really need to just, like, I prefer to have a white curtain on the room for when it's a room. I have a blackout curtain, so what I need to start doing is when it's light out, I need to put up the blackout curtain, and then when the stream's over, switch it. Doing things like that is so hard to get the motivation. Because at any given time, you could just not do that thing, and then you wouldn't be doing something that is boring. How have you been? Thank you. I certainly like. I mean, it's a quality camera, so I know it's capable of this. And I feel like I'm having a pretty good day. I feel I had a meeting with my head TA, and he was like, I can tell that I can tell the summer was good for you. Like, I don't want to, he was like, I mean, like, you know, I don't mean you were looking, like, bad, but at the end of the winter, like, you look weathered. Like, you could see that you've been having a tough time. And I was like, well, geez, like, 5 weeks off and all that. And also, we got a mocha pot. So now I'm drinking far more espresso than a reasonable person should. So that's keeping me vibrant. Alright, let's do it. Toss and spike. The secret. This is the first time that a signature move wasn't just earned from character advancement, but instead we actually had to find it in that treasure chest that much earlier. We'll chat soon. For sure. I'm determined that this is going to be the academic year where I maintain, maybe not, you know, full-on work-life balance, but some semblance of work-life balance. So we'll chat soon, for sure. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi. And saying about how good I look. And anyone else in the chat who wanted to chime in about how vibrant and great I look. Please feel free to sound off in the chat. Bum, bum. You know, we'll see how my plans survive contact with reality. But I have all my plans are in place. I'm as ready as I've ever been on the first day. I got a good feeling. And again, we'll see, but I got a good feeling. Oh! Hell's Cook here is on the ropes. I watched a little bit of that Hell's Kitchen reality competition show because Danielle likes it, and I was just watching it. She's watching it. Man, because I also saw some Top Chef because she likes that. Oh no, I need it. Okay, actually, Zoe needs to build back up anyways for his next biggest move if we get back around to him. Yeah, so that Top Chef show is a reality competition show that really seems to be about serious chefs. No, it's the side part, right, British? It's, you know, it's ancillary details. We're here for the games. Yeah, so this Top Chef show, it's like, we got really good chefs, and oh no, Zappa's dead. That's a shame. Well, if we don't finish the fight here, Lynx can revive him. And if we do, that's a shame, because probably there'll be like a development level and he won't get it. Yeah, Top Chef seems like an actual competition between chefs who are trying to make the best food and are being judged on it. And then Hell's Kitchen just seems like weird bullying of a bunch of toxic people. Like, all the contestants are super unpleasant, the environment is unpleasant, the host is screaming at them. And every time it comes up to, like, time for elimination and they're like, make your case for why you deserve to stay, you would think they would say things like, you know, because I'm good at cooking in this way, and I have... Oh yeah, this game, I believe, predates Hell's Kitchen. But, you know, they'll say, like, you know, you'd expect them to say things about their cooking skills or their management ability and things like that. But all they ever do, they might say, like, I learned from my mistakes, but other than that, every Hell's Kitchen I want to stay speech is just some horrible toxic person who you just watched have, like, terrible meltdowns all episode and then get screamed at by an angry Scottish guy, going, I deserve to be in this competition because I will fight, and I'll fight, and I will never stop fighting, and all they talk about is how they will fight, and they'll fight on, and they'll fight. It's like, that doesn't seem like a concrete reason why you deserve anything. I don't know. This is a huge tangent about reality competition cooking shows. But Top Chef, better than Hell's Kitchen. And more serious than Hell's Kitchen. Sir Lynx has gone mad! I told you, he's not Lynx! Oocha! I have a feeling I've done something terrible. Yeah, it has that feel of just like... Well, also, it's just like... while I'm on the topic of Hell's Kitchen, every episode, you get Gordon Ramsay flipping out because, this is bloody raw! And it's like... Don't you, like... Aren't these applications coming in from, like, really talented chefs? Like, didn't these people prove themselves in some way to even deserve to be on the show? I just find it hard to believe that professional chefs accidentally serve raw food as often as they do in this terrible show. But I guess part of it is because they are under an immense amount of stress because some maniac is screaming at them about how they're worthless if they don't get the food up faster. And then they get it up fast and he's like, well, this is raw! I don't know. It's just wretched. I don't enjoy watching it. I have a feeling I've done something terrible. They saw my gloating as a weakness and used me. I mean, they poisoned you with, like, evil... Like, don't beat yourself up about this. I need more discipline. I want to make it up to you. I want you to take me with you. I want to help. Orcha joined your party. Well, obviously we're calling this one Orcha. I did use the change name feature for the first time so that Zoa's name would appear in all caps. Alright, Zappa, it's been great having you in the squad. I had a feeling Orcha would also be red main. Because this is, I think Korcha is too, right? No scene? We're not going to talk to Riddell about anything important? Oh, okay. I will take it upon myself to make sure Riddell leaves the premises safely. Please distract the soldiers while we make our escape. I would like to thank everyone from the bottom of my heart. I shall be heading to Hermit's Hideaway to take care of my father. Please be sure to stop by when you get the chance. What do you plan to do after all this? I will be returning here. Then why don't ya join us? Thank you, I am honored. However, as a soldier of the Pore military, I cannot abandon my country or my men. So something about Serge drowning makes Norris more patriotic and more committed to his military. Because Serge didn't drown, Timeline Norris was quite willing to side with us. I will be fine, thank you. I wish you the best of luck. We must hurry. Goodbye. Okay. What are we? We're distracting the soldiers somehow? I'm not seeing it. Is there a save pyramid in here? Well, we're completely surrounded. It's not a good idea to leave now. Okay. Okay, that's fine. So we just gotta go back downstairs. Oh, jeez. And I haven't done anything to set Orcha. Okay. It's okay. It's gonna be fine. Pore Private. How do you Pore soldiers feel about being mauled by feral cats? Is that one of your weaknesses? I mean, I can tell this guy is going to go down. The cat eyes. Great visual. Just a terrific move. Okay. We're going to be okay despite the fact that... Oh, hey! I have other frying pan items. Maybe I can... Maybe we have a good one that's better than his default gear. We won't find out till after this fight. Alright, Zoa, do your thing, man. Oof. That guy went down hard. Let's try it. Let's try to finish him. Ah. Well, you know what? I think we'll be okay. I think we'll still finish him. And low. We finished him. Max healing from what I can do. Going back to reality competition shows, and your last comment, officer. Intellectually, I understand that probably a lot of these reality competition shows, you know, the fry pan that I found is just the one that he came with. That's disappointing. Okay, let's just throw some stuff on him. I'll think about this later. I guess it's just a... no, put on the trashy tiara. Yeah. Well, intellectually, I understand that probably a lot of the time it's determined pretty early on. Like, remember, you probably don't remember, but the band In Excess did a reality competition show to find a new singer. It was called Rockstar In Excess. And they made this big deal, we're going to have women on the show. We're completely open to trying something new. We're not just looking for someone to imitate Michael Hutchence. And then one of the competitors, J.D. Fortune from Nova Scotia, was just showed up day one doing a Michael Hutchence impression. And it was very clear, very early on, of course, that they had made up their mind. JD's our guy. And it was just so frustrating. Very disillusioning. All I want to see is pure competition, If they manufactured no drama at all, but played the competition really good and straight, their ratings would plummet. But I and I alone would be like, yeah, this is what we're looking for. Then again, I'm not the audience. I'm not the target audience. I should just accept that. I didn't do his elements, and I'm not going to until next week. Nicely done. Okay, but he has his setups. Turns your foe into the main course. I find this off-putting, but we'll try anything once. Yeah. I don't know, but I don't think I'm going to use that move on a human enemy again. I think in non-Hell Cook form. Oh, it's just a limitless supply of soldiers. Damn it. It was a fun move. I personally have these anti-cannibalism beliefs. No, definitely a fun move. Just seems more of a let's use this on a beast, or on something funny like if we had Orcho when we were fighting the robot in the Chrono Trigger Future area. It would be funny to turn the robot into meat and eat him. Well, this time around, maybe we can find out what Yeah, exactly. I mean, if the Eloan from no, you know what? Actually, I'll say even the Oh, damn it! This is an allies booster thing. The spice of life. Okay, big heal. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I was going to say sentient plant cannibalism I'm okay with, and then I'm like, no, wait, hold on, no. I think we should, to the extent that we can, we should all avoid cannibalism. It's uncomfortable. When hamsters or whatever, some rodent eats their young. I don't like that. I'm consistent across the board. I'm not just picking on the humans for their eating habits. Pyramid? No, this was the room where Zoa's treasure was that gave him his highest move, Spike Toss or whatever. Okay, come on. Come on. I get all this stuff done. I gotta get off of this. I mean, I guess I could just put it on the home menu and the stream and find a save point in my own time later, but no. I want to find it. I want to get this done. Oh, come on. Oh, you're killing me. Where might you be off to, Sir Lynx? I guess we can't talk our way out of this one. Seize them! What do you think? Why would you think this is going to work out for you? Oh, at least one of these guys has attained a rank higher than private. I don't think it's gonna help him. But let's find out. Oh, just let me save. I want to watch my show at 9 p.m. with my girl. With my lady. Boom! Heavy hidden. Oh, geez, even the sergeant is already staggered. And this guy went down faster because he took a bigger hit. Nice. Alright. Sergeant will have to be beaten down by Zoa. And indeed, he has been. Okay. I don't think the fact that soldiers were everywhere outside really should have slowed us down at all. Hey, you're up! Oh, damn it, no! You are strong. But Grobich is stronger. Alright, the true climax of today's episode. The fight with Grobich. Of course he's an 8 black. Well, now I wish I still had Starkey with us, but okay. I don't think he's going to turn out to be stronger. I don't think it's likely. He does have high physical defense, which makes it frustrating that we don't have an innate white attacker. But at any rate, either I'm going to win, and please God, if I do, let me have a save point, or I'm going to lose, and we'll say, alright, next time. I have a feeling this boss might join me if I beat him. And if I don't beat him, I can't advance the game. So he might be joining us. Is a feeling that I get. Magnify? Nope, we don't want to do that. This guy seems like a physical attacker, though. Okay, I got no whites that I can nail him with. But what I do have that I can nail him with, let's find out what this Geronimo does. Fly like a helicopter and make a spinning dive. Nice. Not that big a hit, but it was a hit. Alright, Lynx. What's your biggest yellow attack? Electro Bolt. Alright. Just gotta keep seeding that field. I guess Orcha can't contribute to the seeding of the field. But nonetheless, landing big hits. Orcha. I mean, it's good to know that we got a big heal in our pocket, in our back pocket, thanks to Orcha. Yeah, I don't know, Grobich. He has nothing because he just joined the team, and I didn't get I kept thinking, you know, we're gonna get just all I need to do is touch a save point. I'll do his elements next week. So it's just it's like one of those challenges. It's like playing Final Fantasy V with only, you know, one access to 4 character classes or whatever. It's the no elements challenge. No elements on Orcha challenge. Hair cutter, hey? Okay. When Zappa's turn comes, he can clean that up for us. Lynx should seed a little more yellow this time. Because what am I going to get out of going to my big ones? Lynx does have some whites I can fire off. When the time feels right. Which it doesn't yet. Okay. Not yet, Orcha. You're going to heal us on your next turn. We're going to tempt fate. Really tempt fate. Okay. Work it up to your big one. Ah, man. Pushing one of my greens out. Although, using a heal all when you're a single guy is not efficient. We're going to cancel most of that healing right now, I bet. Yeah, like 2/3 of it. Okay. Alright. I'm leaving it up to Orcha to do the heal for the team. Oh, come on, Lynx. Well. Photon beam. Boom. I gotta say, I was not expecting the portion of the game where you play as Lynx to be this long. Oh no. Okay, great. Because in my mind, like, what it makes me think of the most is the Chrono Trigger sequence where Chrono is killed, and the party has to figure out a way to manipulate time to prevent Chrono from dying. And that, like, you do not play through a huge portion of the game with Chrono out of commission. But here, Serge has just been Lynx for quite some time. Okay. Throw up your defenses. Get some stamina back. Vigora! Obviously, this is going to be some kind of big boost to him. Okay. What do I have? Ah, Dragon Rider. That's a fun one. Doing an elbow drop off the back of a thing that doesn't really... Especially in a world where there are these dragon gods that look like traditional fantasy dragons for the most part. Seems weird to call these things that look more like llama, like reptile llamas. It's weird to call them the... Oh man! So this is that must be what Vigora does. Gives him so much stamina that he can uncork just a ton of attacks. I'll enjoy using that if we do indeed get him on our team. Alright. That's double yellow in the field. So the hope. So we get back to Zoa. With those 2 yellows still there. And I can... Oh, don't have enough stamina. Oh no, because this is still Orcha. With every action Orcha takes... I think you're right. And you know what? This thing is a genetic freak of nature. We can do the eating it thing. That's not necessarily cannibalism. So I'll try it next time. Especially because, with that strengthen, this fool has put some red in the atmosphere for us. Electro Bolt. It's yellow. Magic is not Zoa's forte. Oh, come on. Like 12 minutes and I'm missing my show. Alright, tough guy. It'd be great if you stopped being quite so tough. Okay. Land some hits. Oh. Against all odds, Zoa remains on his feet. Let's find out right now if this is indeed a drain type move, which I think it is. Doing damage while healing yourself. Yep. And it did good damage, and... Oh, that's what I like to see. Alright, Zoa. You have anything. Upheaval. Sure. Alright. Lynx will do what damage he can and then do a heal all. Unless this hair cutter thing takes Zoa out. Then I'll do a revive. Oh, yikes. Yikes. Okay. That's alright. That's alright. It's an ending. One way or another. We're so close. Alright. Or she can't do anything to save himself. But what if... Nope. Would have been great if that was the killing blow. Okay, Zoa came back with full stamina. I'm not sure what elements he'll have access to. Oh, not quite enough Vigora in this dude. And when Link's turn comes, if need be, I'll finally do that heal all. What do I got? What do I got? Anything? Any yellow attack? Yeah, uplift. I don't think this uplift is going to do it, but who knows? Who knows? Keep hope alive. Okay. Ah, man. This guy and his dodging. Oh, you jerk. Ha! Didn't even unstagger you. Alright, we're winning this. Or losing. But I want to believe winning. Very soon. Very soon. 8 minutes. Oh, come on. I talked a good game about having to be careful not to get into a situation like this. I was desperate for a save point that I could not find. I mean, 3 boss fights in a row with no save point. No, wait, it's only 2. But still, even 2. It's like, come on. Oh, I should have done something other than just poking him with physical attacks. Oh well. All the Vigora in the world isn't going to save you, pal. Although your excellent dodging abilities will take you a long way. Uplift. Just to get the yellow in the field. I don't think Zoa has any notable yellow attacks left anyways. Yeah, whatever, pal. You do your thing. It ain't gonna save you. Alright. What's the most powerful yellow attack I've... Okay, Electro Bow +1. He's not a magic guy, but maybe. Maybe, just maybe. Well, we gotta be getting there. Yep. Link's just had to go over and go. And we're done. Okay. Okay. Yeah, back away. Don't say, let's call in our real guy. Hey, where are you? Damn. He flees. Oh, are you kidding me? If you get in that... If this isn't a comedy fake out... It's time for this, baby. Now go! Go and destroy them. Move it! Okay, good. Gaga hyo, gaga pee. Hey, wait! Alright, fine. I will redo it all next time. It faked me out in the sense that it played itself off like a comedy fake out for just a moment there. Okay, fine. We're gonna have to redo some boss fights next time, folks, but we'll deck Orcha out and we'll prep our yellow elements and we'll do them faster. At any rate, we're back on track, so that's fun. Friday Night Forgotten Circles sounds like it's gonna happen, so if you like Gloomhaven, come back here on Friday evening and watch me and my friends play it. This weekend on Saturday, I'll be playing Starflight. On Sunday, I'll be playing Quest for Glory 2, Trial by Fire, which so far, I'm only one day in, a few hours in, so far is awesome. Like, I think I like it better than the first one already. And I haven't even done anything of significance in it yet, so I can only imagine when things happen and I solve puzzles, fight monsters and stuff. It's going to be very exciting. So yeah, that's where we are. That's where we're going. Man, come on, Chrono Cross. 3 boss fights in a row with no save point. It is what it is. I still love the game. I forgive you, Chrono Cross. I'll see you next week. All right, folks. If you stuck around to the end, thank you. If you did not stick around to the end, well, it's the middle of the night over in Europe. I understand. It's fine. Thank you. You can't hear my voice. I'm grateful anyway. Thanks. Until the next time that we all fall into the same timeline, take care of yourselves. And be kind to everyone you meet.